Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Have you guys ever heard of origami, the art of folding paper into a shape or sculpture? Well, today we are making some origami frogs. Look at how cute he is. And he can even jump. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's get into what you need. So the supplies you'll need to make your jumping frog are a piece of paper. Mine is already green, but you can feel free to color yours or use any color you like. A white piece of paper to make their eyes, a pair of scissors, a glue stick, and a Sharpie. If you're looking for some easy colored paper, I just get mine at Walmart. It's 8.5 by 11 and comes in all of these colors. We also have a few printables for you. We have written directions on how to make your frog in case you don't want to have to reference the video every time. We have a fun little environment for your frog to live in and jump around in. A game that you can play. You just try to jump your frog into the different lily pads and score up your points. And then of course a printer-friendly version that you can color, as well as a printer-friendly version of the game. So now that we know what we're making and what we need, let's skip to the good part and make some art. There are a lot of different ways to make jumping paper frogs if you were to Google it online, but this is how we make it here in the Art Gal Studios. We have 9 simple steps. We're going to start with a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and we're going to fold it into a square. So the simplest way to do that is take one corner to where it meets the opposite edge of your paper. We're going to line that up and make a crease. And then we're going to cut off this extra piece of paper. You can fold it if that helps you to make it a little bit of a straighter cut. And we're going to remove that. We don't need this piece anymore, so I'm going to throw it away. Okay, I'm going to open up my paper, and you can see that now it is a perfect square. So I'm going to fold my paper in half twice. I'm going to fold it up and make a crease, and I'm going to turn it this way and fold it up again and make a crease. So now if I turn it and open it like it's a book, you'll see it's folded here and it's folded, and it can fold it in half here. So we're going to keep it closed. Now we're going to make 2 separate folds, one on the top and on the bottom, and they're going to be exactly the same. So I'm going to take my top half of my square, and I'm going to take this corner and fold it to the middle. And I'm going to crease that. If you have trouble making your creases, you can always use your marker and rub that along the line, and that will help you crease it nice and tight. Okay, so you can see I have a nice fold in the top square of my 2 squares. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Fold this down to meet the middle and make my crease. So now I have an X on the top of my square, and I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing on the bottom. I'm going to fold my corner in and make a crease, and fold my corner in and make a crease. So now my paper has a square with an X on top and a square with an X on bottom. Now this part can be a little tricky, so just take your time. You're going to put your 2 fingers behind your top folds here, and you're going to push them together. And I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to use my finger to kind of push it up to the point on either side. And I'm going to use my other fingers to push down my fold. I'm going to try to hold that in place. You can use one hand, and then use my other hand to push this part down. And since those creases are already there, it should just fold right into place. So now I have a triangle on top of my square, and I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing on the other side. Again, using my 2 fingers to push it in, pinching it at the center, and pushing it down. And you can always pause the video at any point if you need a little bit more time to finish your step. So now I have a piece of paper with a triangle on top and a triangle on bottom. So now we need to make his legs. So we're going to take our top triangle, we're going to take this corner and fold it in to the center. And whatever we do on this side, we're going to do on the other side. So I'm going to take my marker and help me make a nice crisp line. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So now I have a big triangle and I have a little diamond on top. Now to my little diamond, on one side I'm going to take the top corner and I'm going to fold it down to where it meets this edge right here. Okay, and that's one little leg. I'm going to do the same thing on this side, taking this edge and meeting it to the outer edge and pressing it down. So now he has 2 legs, but he needs 4. So we're going to turn it around and do the exact same thing again. Taking this corner, folding it up, increasing it down, taking this corner, folding it up, and increasing it down. So here's our diamond, and then we take our top corner and fold it down. So we're not going to fold it to here, we're folding it kind of in half almost, making this edge meet up with this edge. Okay, same thing. This edge is going to meet this edge right here. Now I have 4 legs on my frog, so I'm going to flip him over, making sure my legs are at the top and the bottom, not on the sides. See the difference? You want his legs at the top and the bottom. And we're going to take this bottom point right here, and we're going to fold it up. There'll be kind of a natural space where it'll want to fold. It'll hit the edge here. You can't really fold it any farther than that, so just fold up that the bottom point. So it kind of looks like this. So now we're going to take our 2 edges. We're going to start with one side, doesn't matter which one, and we're just going to fold it into the center. So take your corner and fold it into the center. And again, you can use your marker. It helps to make a nice tight crease. Fold that into the middle. We'll do the same thing on this side. Gonna fold it in. Sometimes the paper starts to get thick and it doesn't want to fold, so you just gotta kind of make it go where you want it. So what we did to one side, we did to the other, and now we have our frog body. So the next step is we're going to flip him over, legs up, and we're going to fold him in half so his legs are touching. So his 2 legs are going to touch his bottom 2 legs. Okay? Now, once you have his legs touching, point his head toward you. So his head's going to be pointing down, his legs are folded together. You're going to take these bottom legs, so his top legs are down here. You're going to take his bottom legs and fold this whole thing. It's very thick now. You're going to take this whole thing and fold it in half. And this is where you really got to use your muscle and press it or use your marker and get that fold in there. I'm going to just smash it with my hand. Okay, so it should look like this. He has a big fold in his middle, his back legs, his front legs. So when you turn him over, he now looks like this. When you push right here, he'll jump forward. Okay, but as you can see, our frog cannot see. So this is where our white piece of paper comes in. You can either take your marker and draw 2 eyes and then cut them out. Like so, or I prefer to cut them out and then draw them. So I'm going to take a little piece of paper and I'm going to cut a circle-esque shape. There's 1 and 2. And obviously these eyes are way too big, so I'm now going to just trim these down a little. They're a little more appropriately sized for my frog. If this feels like too much, then again, just draw them first and then cut them out. Okay, I have two eyeball shapes. I'm going to attempt to pick them up. And I'm going to color in the bottom half. Can't really see that, but I'm going to color in the bottom half of my eye. 1 and 2. They do not have to be perfect. I personally think the little more wonky they are, the better. I'm going to get my glue stick. I'm going to put some glue on my eyes and glue them onto my frog. Now I can get my game out and see if I can jump my frog. Whoa! 5 points. If you can't get your frog to jump very well, then you need to fix this fold. You need to flip him back over, fold him back in half, and refold his legs back down. And really press hard and make that fold a little stronger, and then he should jump a little better. Or even do a flip. I'm so happy with how my little frog turned out, and I can't wait to make some with my kids and try to play the game. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson as well. So remember, keep creating, keep exploring, and keep making art. I'll see you next week. Bye.